Year 4 and welcome to our Tuesday's Maths. As always, can get your jotters out and put today's date, which is the 26th of the 1st, 2021, and your title is adding a three-digit number and ones, which is on the slide in front of you. Okay, when you've done that, we are going to move straight on to question A. So question A, can you solve the additions? So on the screen, on the picture, there's a little boy and a little girl. The little boy says, I will add the ones digits. Find out his answer. And then the girl said that hers is a bit tricky. So if we're just going to we're just adding ones. So we only really need to think about the ones column. So in 571, if we're adding 3, all we need to do is 1 add 3. So what is 1 add 3? 1 add 3 is 4. Perfect. So are we adding any tens? No. Are we adding any hundreds? No. So all we need to concentrate is on that 1 add 3 equals 4. So as you can see on the board here, I've got 571 add 3. We're adding 1 and 3. We know 1 and 3 makes 4. Okay, so 100, I'll just tilt that down, you can see it, so 135. That's the second one. So we know that we haven't got to rename. So nothing is going to change apart from our ones column. So our ones column is going to change to 4. So our answer would be 574. Just on there, 100, tens and ones. Okay, that is that one. Sorry, they're a bit squished together, aren't they? Okay, the next one is the girl said that hers isn't as easy. Who can think, why is it not as easy? 135 add 7. Look at your ones column. Why is hers not so easy? Perfect, because what has she got to do? She's got to rename. So what's 5 add 7? Oh, let's put 5 in our heads. Let's count on 7 with either our deans or our fingers. Perfect. So 5 add 7 is 12. So when we've got the number 12, how many tens have we got? We've got 1. And how many ones have we got? 2. Brilliant. So our tens and our ones are going to change this time. So as you can see on the board again, I have got 135 add 7. 5 add 7 equals 12. We've made a 10 and we've got some 2s. So let's do it in a column method. 135 add 12. Sorry, add 2. So we've just said that 5 add 7 is 12. We know we can't have 12 in our ones column. So we've got 2 ones. And then we rename our tens column. How many tens have we got? 3, 4, 5, and 100. So hers wasn't as simple because she had to rename. Okay, so always concentrate on your ones column if it's just your ones you add in. So we know that in 10, there are 10 ones in 10. We know there are 10 tens in 100. We know there are 10 hundreds in 1,000. Okay, so whenever it goes over 10, you have to rename. So if you had to have 6 tens and 5 tens, we know that that would go over 10 tens. So you'd move that 10 tens into 100. Okay, so always remember that. Lovely. So B, it says use the correct cards to complete the addition. So we've got to make 160. Okay, so just turn the page over. So what number is closest, if you're looking at hundreds, we've got 100. What number is closest to 100 in our 1, 3, 5, and 7? If you think of 100, how many hundreds is it? 1. So we need to pick the 1 card. So we're going to know it's going to be 100 and something equals 160. What number in our tens column, so we've got 6 in our tens column, 160, what number is closest to 6? Perfect, 5 or 7. Okay, what number could we have in our ones column? So we've used the 1, we've used the 5, we could even have the 7 or 3, couldn't we? So on the board, you can see I have got 157 add 3. We've worked it out. The answer is 160. Why is this one exactly the same? Because it's not the same numbers. I've put 157 add 3, 153 add 7. It's not the same, but I've got the same answer. Who can explain why? Talk with your partner? Perfect. So hopefully you know that actually they are the same. It's just our ones column has been switched around. That's all that's happened. It's just switched around the other way. 7 add 3, 3 add 7. It's exactly the same. Wonderful. Now let's have a look at the next screen. Let's have a look at our think together. So on our think together, we have got 316 add 5. Okay, can you see the number line on the screen? So on that number line, I want you to, with your finger, move on 5 places because we're adding 5. So I'm going to do it at the same time. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Hopefully you all got 321. So our answer is 321. Now what they've also done in there is they've used their deans. So in the top, in the box, in the hundreds, you can see they've got 3. We've got 110, we've got 6 ones, they've added 5, and they've come up with the same answer, 321. You just try that now with your deans and make sure we are right in what we've done. Make sure we are right in what we've done using your deans. Super. So you should have 321. Perfect. So in 321, we have got 6 ones, add 5 ones equals how many ones? 11. 11 ones is 110 and how many ones? 1. Perfect. So 316 add 5 is how many hundreds? 3. How many tens? 2. And how many ones? 1. Perfect. Right, let's go on to number 2. Which addition changes the tens digit? Can you tell before finding the answer? So don't worry about the ones, don't worry about the hundreds, look at the tens. I can see that we've got 4 add 6, and I can see we've got, and the other one, 4 add 6. Okay, so let's have a look which one is going to change our tens column. Okay, so 6 add 4 is what? 10. Okay, so that is going to change. A is going to change. We know that without even working it out. We know it because we're looking at our tens column and we know that 4 add 6 is 10. We've created 10 tens, which is 100. So that's going to move. Sorry, we know that. Oh, let me just do that one again. Sorry, I'm getting confusing myself. We know that 8 add 6 is 10, so we know that that 10 is going to move over to our tens column, so that's changing the tens column. Looking at B, is that one going to change our tens column? No, because 6 and 2 is 8, so we're not renaming our tens column, so it stays exactly the same. Okay, so underneath question A, it says, how many ones have you got? 8, what's 8 add 6 ones? We know that 8 and 6 ones is 14 ones. 14 ones is how many tens? 1. How many ones? 4. Perfect. So 248 add 6 is 254. Perfect. B. 2 ones add 6 ones is 8 ones. So 842 add 6 equals 848. So we didn't need to do the rest of the sequence because we're not adding anything to our tens and hundreds. Okay, lovely. Right, okay, so what I'm going to ask you to do today in your practice book is I would like you to do on page 80, questions 1, questions 2, and question 3. On question 3, work out all the answers on question 3 And then I would like you to put a line up to whether you need to exchange, whether you exchange 10 or you exchange for 100. Okay, just do those for me. Don't worry about doing question 3 and 4. Okay, have a go, and I will see you tomorrow for our next maths lesson. I hope you enjoyed that. See you soon.